This was very, very difficult. Yap is an experience of a lifetime, like truly, genuinely. I will never do anything like this ever again because it doesn't exist.
I did not know what to expect. I think you walk into this project thinking and definitely underestimating, the weight of the work. But it was definitely one of the best experiences I've had. The opportunity is so big, for people that are trying to establish themselves or just people that are trying to create.
And being able to have these group of very talented, wonderful women who just keep going beside you was really empowering and it was really encouraging for me.
What I didn't expect is what an important experience this would actually turn out to be.
I feel like I have a better sense of what it means to work as a professional artist.
Above all else, I think that it's affirmed that this is what I want to do more than anything else for the rest of my life because I just love this.
I really mean it when I said I underestimated this project. I am a cocky 21-year-old, so I walked into this warehouse thinking that I knew what I was doing.
I've learned a lot about myself as a collaborator, which is so valuable.
Working with these talented people really have taught me that, wow, okay, maybe this isn't my spot, but I can do this. Like, I can help with this stuff. And it's helped me realize my strong suits and my weak suits.
And I think a lot of people don't fully comprehend how difficult it is of what we did.
Can I even tackle the speech if we have now this new concept of the fog?
Don't do it yet.
And not getting any sleep. We would get maybe 2 hours of sleep a night this past week trying to put all the pieces together.
There was times, especially after day 8, I did come to a point where I called my dad and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I didn't want to come back. Presenting your work, which is so, personal, your babies, your characters and all that. And you having to come to terms with, oh man, I have to cut this, this doesn't work.
We wrote our show and we had our show and then day 8 completely scrapped it.
When we're performing it for Steve, I was like, shoot, that's redundant, that's repeated.
I know, honestly.
We already said that before, we're saying that's really spelled out, and I was like, shoot, why didn't we notice this before?
You're like, oh my God, there's so many people expecting this to happen and we're in the warehouse and there's nothing in there. You would doubt yourself and question can I do this? These talents that I say I have, are they even accurate?
To say it very bluntly, this process has been emotionally draining.
Recently, I feel like I've been having a lot of self-doubt with everything that I do, kind of just questioning myself. I know I can do it. It's just reminding myself that I can and trusting myself. And I think that's where my biggest fears moving forward from now to Saturday is doubting that I'll be able to do it. I have no doubt that everybody else will be able to, but I'm I don't know if I can do it.
I think the biggest thing that I've learned in this process is about trust. As someone who usually works on things alone, it's hard to learn to trust other people with doing such a bulk of the work. They were dedicated and talented, and I can trust both that they would do the work and that their work would be something of incredible quality.
I'm going to be so sad because of the relationships that I've established with everyone here. It's going to be weird not getting to see everyone's face every day. And
I think Yap is interesting because you meet them saying, oh, how can this person make our show better? How can this person contribute their talents in order for us to have a great product? In that sense, I think it's really been odd to meet these people with a very professional and then sort of start to get these little traits from them and these little quirks and funny habits.
Okay. Yeah, so Emily is a lot of fun. She's really weird.
You eat my food. You sit in my space.
In the back.
You disrespect my food.
I can't handle my hair. It's so weird.
I just appreciate that everyone was deeply bizarre for so much of the time that we were here.
It's bunny ear around the tree. Don't swing past that. Well, and see.
What was the noise that you just made?
Yeah.
That's what I thought, but I just wanted to make sure.
Through the process of doing this insane thing, we've become really good friends.
It's incredible to think in such a short period of time how far we've come in terms of knowing one another.
The people that I work with are super talented. Like Shayna with her music that she creates in like 10 minutes.
As there's a beat that comes in, I assume that would be like a scene transition.
The show is based off of one song that Shayna made. We built the story around her song. That's how incredible her work is. And that first time she played it for us, it was midnight rehearsal. We were like distraught, we were just sad. And she just went off to the corner, came back, and she played a song for us.
Hair should be longer than shoulder length. Women with short hair may consider hair supplements.
And we were all, like, our minds were blown, and that's when everybody like got up and we're like, all right, we can do this, guys.
3 days ago, we came up with this show, which is kind of insane to think about because that's not the whole 2 weeks. We used 1 whole week to write a very different show.
I think the whole thing was written in about 48 hours, but we didn't have it all blocked out until like 3 a.m. Friday. And we learned all of our lines today.
You could have like takes
What's
warning
your
explicit
goddess line?
language.
Genes of a goddess.
It's genetics of a goddess.
Genetics.
Same thing
Came from the spring.
Wow.
with these looks.
I cast her perfectly.
Heck yeah, you did.
Glad you guys remember your lines.
I had no involvement.
Steve said it like this, you gotta push and push until you can't push anymore. And then you gotta keep pushing. And that was the scariest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I currently live in Los Angeles with a woman that I went to Yale University with. And the other day we were talking and she was watching one of the videos of the process of what we've been doing. And she said, like, wow, that looks like really difficult, but I know you can totally handle it. Like, you went to Yale, you're totally fine. And I just said to her, Yale does not even come close to comparing to how hard this whole process has been.
The fact was, I grew so much and I'm so grateful for that because I feel like now I'm approaching things with a completely different mind. It's one thing to study and it's another thing to actually do. So grateful to Steve and to Phantom Projects for that. I am so happy about the project because, you know, the piece is, it comes from a personal place, I think, for most of us.
It's so endlessly rewarding to see a vision come to life. I am very proud for overcoming all the struggles.
And to literally put everything on hold for 14 days where you don't know what time of day it is, you don't know what anyone else is doing outside of the warehouse. Like, it's crazy and it's weird and it's like nothing else I've ever done. And I'm so appreciative and grateful for the opportunity to do it.
When we're done with the show, I think we're all gonna be really proud of ourselves.
I am just gonna wanna do it again.
And I'm going to be really sad to see this end. The only thing you can do is something else. And so I can't wait to see what they come up with. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I hope at some point some of us get a chance to do something together again.
And I know that we're gonna be so proud of our product and of our process of creating this show when we perform on Saturday.
It's a beautiful show and it's something that we created and it's something that I hold very dear to my heart. And I hope you really enjoyed it because it came with a lot of love.